Hello friends, welcome back Free Automation Learning channel and my name is Chirag. Today we are going to discuss about how can we hit SOAP request in Selenium. Previous video we already discussed about how we can hit REST request in Selenium WebDriver, and in this tutorial or in this video I'm just going to show how we can hit SOAP request. So basically web service are mostly two types, one for SOAP and one for REST, and in previous video we will discuss about REST request, and in this we discussed about SOAP request, right? So let me just give us some information about SOAP. So basically, what is a SOAP? SOAP web service is a simple object access protocol. Basically, it is a protocol which has been defined by W3C, and it is used to just exchange data from one source to another, right? So basically, if I talk about difference between SOAP web service and REST, so the point between the main difference between that, SOAP is a protocol, right, and REST is a just a design to create a web service. And SOAP format of SOAP is XML, and if I talk about REST, the format which REST support would be many. It would be a XML, it would be a JSON, and it will be a other type of file. So these are main two difference between SOAP and REST web service, and I'm not going in details about what is the difference between SOAP and web service. I am just giving a brief introduction about a SOAP request. Basically, you can understand that I hit any request, and there are two type of requests commonly used. One is REST and another one is SOAP. So we discussed REST in previous video, and in this video we are going to discuss about a SOAP request and why we use SOAP request in Selenium WebDriver. So basically there are a number of you can say we use number of validation which we can do by using a web service. So at that time we need to hit a web service which could be a SOAP or REST. So that's this is the reason why we are introducing this SOAP request in Selenium WebDriver 3. So basically we can do a web service testing by using Selenium WebDriver, and if we need to invoke our Firefox, we can just invoke our browser by using Selenium WebDriver. So basically Selenium WebDriver is a combination of web service or GUI. GUI means graphical user interface application. It supports both, but it recommended that or you can say that Selenium WebDriver is famous for just functionality testing, for this user interface testing. So it is famous for about to invoke browser and just click on this and that, but we can also do a web service testing or where we need to hit one or two web service requests we can do by using Selenium WebDriver 3, right? So let me just show you what would be the endpoint and what is the endpoint which we are using in this video, and what is the structure of SOAP, and what is the response of the SOAP when we hit SOAP request, right? So first I will open SOAP UI. In SOAP UI, as I will show you about what is the request, SOAP request, and what will be the response. After that we will write the code by using Java with Selenium WebDriver 3, right? So let me open first SOAP UI. and this is my endpoint. This is the endpoint which I need to hit, and this is the request. You can see the request has been defined under a envelope, right? So this is the structure. This request I am going to hit. Basically this just get the supplier by city, and we need to pass city over here. When we hit run button, and you can say it is just going soap, and it is passed successfully because green comes over here, and you can see the response also comes in an envelope. So this is the major functionality, that our request is in soap. Our request is sent in a secure way, because it is just bind up in a envelope, right? And the response also come in a envelope, soap envelope. So this is my request and this is my response, which I need to hit by using Selenium WebDriver. So let me open my Eclipse, and I will create a new class. That class tutorial is 15, and clicked on finished. This script is for it, so request, and let me create a new method which is a get so response, and here I will create a endpoint. Endpoint means the point which we need to hit, or you may say URI, which I need to hit by my SOAP UI or Eclipse. So this is basically the endpoint in which I want to hit my request. And after that, for this you can see that we need to request. So I will just copy this and create a new XML file. I will create a new folder in here by using right click, folder. That folder name would be requests, and clicked on finished. After that I will click new, other XML, and here I will give name for this supplier by city, and clicked on finished, and just paste. So this is my SOAP request which I need to hit through my Selenium WebDriver. After that I need to create a file, and let me give a name of this file. Would be request file, new file, and here I would pass the path where this request or this file is kept. So it kept under request folder request request, and I will just copy this and paste over here. So it will provide the object of file. Now I will use HTTP client as we used in previous video. After that we will build HTTP client now as I friend, there would be things that here I'm just passing, or I'm just hitting a request, so I'm just giving some data to the servers. At that time we need to post our service, right? So here I need to use http post instead of http get class. In previous video we do not hit anything, we just get the data from server. In this I need to hit a request, and the request would be a, you can say this, I am using that just give me the data for the New York City, right? So this request I am going to hit, so I am using http post. And I will write post is equal to new http post and pass, and here I need to set entity new input new input stream entity, and here we will use new file input stream and pass request file, and we will throw exceptions, right? So what I do, I just create an object of post. Here I entered the endpoint. After that I set that entity means I just want to post this request, and I will read this request in file input stream way and pass it into input stream entity, and it will set this request in post, right? So this is the one point which I have to do while I am going to hit SOAP request. After that I have to set header. So what is the header? Header means I'm just going to tell that server that this request I'm going to send, and this type of response I need from the server, right? So here we use content type. It means that we need a content type by text.xml. So here I just set the media type that I need. I am telling to the server that client is means I want my response in text XML form, right? So I will set this. After that I need to use HTTP response and call client and execute my post. There would be I give response, and it will find exception, so I throws exception here. After that I have to read my response, so I'm using buffer reader which we used in previous way, and the code would be the same which we used in previous. So new buffer reader, and for that I have to use new input stream reader and we'll pass response. So let me just give me a change the input stream reader with what it will give my input stream reader. After that I need to just read the response. So we need to use input stream reader, and by using input stream reader we just wanted to read my response. So I will pass response over here, dot get let me pass response here. After that get entity. So this dogs is starting again, and dot get contents. So this way I will read my response. After that I will create a string line. That value would be blank initially, and I will create string buffer for s is equal to new string buffer, and I will write the code for read. So line is equal to br dot read line not equals to null. So it means it will read the buffer reader until it not equals to null, right? After that I will sb dot append and put line over here, and then I need to just wanted to create a file by response, and at that file I just put my response, so that after hitting this request I can see what would be the response come to, what would be the response come from the server, right? So here I just write, and if you can see that there will be a response, so I will use same user dot dir and will pass response respo nse, and I will give name response supplier city dot xml. So as I told earlier that SOAP requests supports XML, so I'm just passing the XML for that, right? So let me just see what would be the syntax error over here. System.get properties, okay. It has been resolved. Now I'm just write sp dot string pw dot close, and after that we have to pw dot flush, so it will finish or terminate all the out streams So I think this is all the code which have to use for the SOAP request. Let me run this code and we will discuss after that. Right. One more thing I just put over here. SYSO response. I just wanted to check whether the response is 200 or not, right? Because 200 is, if we get 200 response, it means that we hit our request successfully. So I'm just checking that. Now let me run this code and we will see what will be the output. So you can see you can see 200 is means it hit the server successfully and it also get passed. Let me just refresh my framework and we can see that there would be a response supplier city.xml is generated. We should open this file. You can see that the response has been come in XML format. So I will copy this and we will see. So friend, if you wanted to go and see about the SOAP, you can just go and see about the SOAP Wikipedia. You can see that which I am talking about, it sent about an envelope. This would be a send message. So all this information has been written over here, right? You can see it is a protocol and it uses XML information. So this is the page which I am forget to share with you. So I'm just now I'm just sharing this. If you need some more information, you can just go so Wikipedia. So here I'm just wanted to copy my response. Let me copy again and paste. What I'm doing here, I'm just going to show you about the response which we got from SOAP UA and which we got from Selenium WebDriver, whether it is same or not. So this is the response which I got. I got a response for the SOAP envelope. You can see that. And now let me open my this SOAP UA envelope. So you can see that these are both the same. Now I'm seeing just one or two. See supplier name. If you can see, the supplier number is same as it got from the SOAP UI. So this is the code about for the how we can hit our SOAP UI request from Selenium WebDriver, and there is nothing here. We just passing the request in this line, and in this line we just set the header, what type of content type or what type of response we need from the server. So this is all about this code, and thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please press like button, and if you have any suggestion, please comment your suggestion under comment section. And thank you for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.